So if you are coming today, there's a lot you need to know, and tickets aren't the only things that you could buy ahead of time. Let's continue our team coverage with KNBC 9's Jamie Weiss out in the parking lots well before the tailgates start. Jamie, good morning.
Hey, good morning. Yeah, not sure why I'm stuck out here in the parking lot instead of inside the stadium with you guys, but don't worry, we have all the details you need to know as you come here to the K for opening day. So we are standing here in Lot A, one of the many parking lots here for opening day. In fact, let's remind you what it's going to look like out here today, show you the different parking options, but keep in mind, everyone here at the Royals wants you to know that when you come out here today, you really should pre-purchase your tickets. It's super easy. All you have to do is go to the Royals website, which we have pulled up here on your screen in just a moment or so. And then it's pretty seamless. You'll buy your tickets online ahead of time before you get here for opening day. Your parking pass will show up in your app, just like your tickets for opening day. And then you're good to go. Keep in mind, though, as you get your tickets online, you actually get to save $10 compared to if you were to come here and try to get them as you're parking for game day. Now, we know the game doesn't start just when first pitch happens. It starts ahead of time. Some of you guys probably want to come out here, do some tailgating, fire up the grill, or if you're like me, just leave it here because I'm not grilling burgers at 5 a.m. But anywho, we're going to tell you all the details you need to know coming up in the next half hour. I'm Jamie Weiss, live outside of Kauffman Stadium, KNBC 9 News.
All right, Jamie, thank you. Yeah, that's okay. Leave it to the trained professionals if you want, because they've got all these great concession stands here.
All right, it is 5:17 right now, and Jamie Weiss is one of our teams, part of one of our teams live at the K this morning. Jamie, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Donna. And it's going to be a good morning for drivers as we take a look at our traffic maps across the metro. No problems this morning. Still pretty early for most drivers to be out. I think a lot of people are likely sleeping in. But as we take a look at the map here, you'll notice not a single icon to report. That means no stalled vehicles, no crashes, nothing major going on. Keep in mind there are still plenty of construction projects impacting roadways, but we've been telling you about that all day long. We'll continue to get you ready for game day. We're live at the K. I'm Jamie Weiss, KNBC 9 News. Let's send things over to Cody, who's inside the stadium. Hey, Cody.
There's something else that you should probably buy before you head out the door. Well, let's go out to the parking lot. KNBC 9's Jamie Weiss. And Jamie, you have the wonderful distinction of being the first tailgater of opening day 2022.
Yeah, that is exactly right, Cody. I am in the car ready to tailgate, and we are just 4.5 hours early for the parking lots to actually open up for drivers and for fans. So we want to remind you what the map for parking looks like here at Kauffman Stadium. We're pulling that up for you right here on your screen, and you can see you really have the option to park anywhere, much like when you're here for football season. It's first come, first serve. You are encouraged to purchase your parking pass ahead of time. We told you in the last half hour you can do that by just visiting the Royals website. Otherwise, you can buy it here at the stadium by using a credit card as you pull it. Now, one thing I think a lot of people are looking forward to about baseball being back is the tailgates. We have our mock tailgate set up here. Obviously, no burgers to grill this morning. It's a little early for me to eat some burgers, but we've got our snacks here. You can really tailgate however you like here at Kauffman Stadium. The only thing is, you just can't really bring everything out here inside. There are some guidelines. You can only bring in unopened water bottles, juices, Gatorades, Powerades, that kind of thing, milk, as long as they're unopened. And then you see all these great snacks here. You need to put these in like a gallon-sized clear plastic bag. That way you can have your peanuts. Also, there's plenty of concessions inside as well. But tailgaters, you're able to get out here starting at 10 a.m. That's when parking lots open for everyone. Cody and Donna, we know that there's going to be a lot of people coming out for opening day. And honestly, if you guys are planning to tailgate, please let me know what you're doing. Let me know how to tailgate, because it's been made very apparent to me that I don't really know what I'm doing. So by all means, flood me with your advice here, because I'm flying blind here at this point.
This is going to be a great initiation for you, because, yes, there is a strategy to Royals and Chiefs tailgating, for that matter. We know that many of the places have been watching around some of the tailgates. There is a breakfast. And then there is a lunch as they get ready. So you got to gear up.
Yeah,
I'm
Jamie,
learning
you're in
now.
you're in the right city for that. Jamie and Cody, thank you.
Let's go to KNBC 9's Jamie Weiss, who's watching the parking lots. Pretty quiet right now, of course, but it brings up a good point of maybe planning ahead before we come to the K. Jamie, good morning.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Cody. Good morning. So we've got a whopping 4 hours to go, maybe a couple minutes less, but about 4 hours to go until this parking lot officially opens up to all the fans coming out to the K for opening day. And here's the thing that the Royals really want you to know. They are encouraging all fans to purchase their parking passes ahead of time. It's super easy to do. So all you have to do is go to the Royals website. We've got that listed here on your screen. And once you're there, just purchase your parking pass. Just, do it before you head out here to the K, and it'll be loaded up onto your MLB app. That's the same place where you'll use your tickets when you check in today for the game. If you don't buy them ahead of time and you forget, you try to do it here at the stadium, they'll let you. You will have to use your credit card. It's also going to cost you $10 more for each additional parking that you're looking for. Now, we know that the party starts here in the parking lot ahead of game day. First pitch isn't till 3:10. The stadium doesn't open till 1. Parking lot opens at 10. We know you're going to be doing all of this, which is my attempt at showcasing a tailgate here. You guys know I don't know what I'm doing here, so please tweet me how I should be properly tailgating here. But we'll have more details about tailgating rules and guidelines coming up in our next half hour. For now, let's go ahead and check in with News Chopper 9's Johnny Rollins, flying high in the sky. Good morning, Johnny.
Good morning, Jamie. Johnny Rollins, News Chopper 9. Jamie, back down to you in the parking lot at the K.
Yeah, good morning, Johnny. Yeah, I don't know why they didn't let me inside Kauffman. Maybe next year. Fingers crossed on that one. But here's the good news. Even though it's all blue for the Royals, traffic-wise, everything is all green as we pull up our traffic maps. No issues to tell you about. We've got no stalled vehicles or any crashes to report right now. We'll just continue to remind you, as we have been all week long, that there are several long-term construction projects happening across the metro. At this point, you should know which roads are closed and which are not. Need be, just scroll through my Twitter. I've tweeted out all those graphics for you. But hey, we are here at Kauffman Stadium ahead of opening day. Let's go ahead and send things back to Cody Holyoke, who is inside, and I assume a lot warmer than I am here in the parking lot.
You'd be surprised. We've been dealing with fountain spray for the last 3 hours, but it's fun, and we're pumped.
Leading the way, you're watching KNBC 9 First News.
It's opening day at the K, and we have team coverage to help you prepare for the first pitch.
I'm Cody Holyoke, live inside Kauffman Stadium, where the Royals just locked in Whit Merrifield for a few more seasons. We'll let you know how long he's sticking around.
How'd you like to have your very own seat here at Kauffman Stadium, like the Carpenters Local Union 315? We'll explain how this could happen for you and other big changes out here at Kauffman Stadium.
And I'm Jamie Weiss in the parking lot, helping you navigate this year's parking rules, track your morning commute, and of course, KNBC 9 has exclusive sky view from News Chopper 9 and Johnny Rollins.
It's play ball today on First News.
Baseball is back, Kansas City. Thanks for joining us here on First News. I'm Donna Pittman.
And I'm Cody Holyoke, live at Kauffman Stadium. Opening day 2022. Let's go. Royals baseball is about to start in just a few hours, and we got you covered along with Jamie Weiss, Martin Augustine. I hear Johnny flying overhead right now. We got you covered on everything from parking to seats to what fans can expect today and as the 2022 season goes on. First, let's check in with meteorologist Nick Bender. Hey, Nick.
It's going to be cold and cloudy and windy.
Back to you at the K, Jamie.
Hey, good morning, Johnny. I tried waving at you when you were flying overhead. I think you missed me, but here's the good news. You're not going to have any problems on the roadways this morning as we take a look at our traffic maps. All green, not a single thing to report this morning. No stalled vehicles, no crashes. I think everyone's just taking it really easy this morning with all the excitement for opening day. Donna, we're ready and we are energized out here at the K this morning.
All right, it's going to be a long day. It's going to be a great day out there. Jamie, thank you.
There are a number of changes when it comes to even coming to the stadium. For that, well, let's continue our team coverage with KNBC 9's Jamie Weiss, the first tailgater, dare I say the lone tailgater, right now outside the K. Hey, Jamie.
Yeah, I'm looking around. I think it's just me for now, just myself and photographer Ross, and I don't think he likes my tailgating food because I don't have any meats out here, just some snacks. But here's what you need to know. We've still got about 3.5 hours until the parking lot officially opens to fans. The Royals are encouraging everyone to buy tickets ahead of time. We want to just remind you about the different lots here, just so you know what you're dealing with. It's kind of the same deal as if you wanted to come tailgate for a Chiefs game. It's first come, first served. So if you you are planning to just tailgate all morning long before first pitch, you can get here right at 10 a.m. and then get started. As I've learned, you can do your breakfast tailgate and then your lunch tailgate. Keep in mind, as far as what you can bring into the stadium, if you have pre-packaged snacks like maybe your peanuts for the ball game, just keep in mind those need to be inside of a gallon size or less clear plastic bag, like a Ziploc. You can bring in unopened water bottles as well. But Cody, you know, I'm trying to get the energy in cars that some crews drive by with the porta potties, because we know the Royals are actually hosting a tailgate outside of the stadium today. So everyone's gearing up. They're getting ready. Hey, good morning, everyone. We are live outside of the K. It is opening day today, and the sun is starting to rise ahead of what's going to be such a great day out here at the ballpark. As far as your traffic goes, let's take a look at the map. Not reporting any issues this morning, no stalled vehicles or crashes to tell you about, but what we can tell you is News Chapter 9's Johnny Rollins is flying in the sky this morning. And Johnny, what can you see from where you are?
Yeah, what a beauty of a day.
Let's continue our team coverage with KMBC 9's Jamie Weiss. And Jamie, we know many people have already got their tickets. Tickets still available, but it's good to just pre-buy when it comes to parking, right? That's going to be big this year.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And I know you can't see me, Cody, but for everyone else, just look at all the spots open for the taking. The parking lots officially open at 10 a.m., so we have about 3 or so hours to go until you can come out here and park. And yes, just like Cody said, it is really important. The Royals are urging everyone to just buy your parking pass online and before you get out here. It's super simple to do. All you have to do is just visit the Royals website. We have that website link listed here on your screen. And once you do, it's a super simple process. Your parking pass will be loaded in your MLB app, just like where your tickets are going to be for opening day or any other game this season. And then you get to come out here, park, first come, first serve. Keep in mind, if you actually buy your parking pass ahead of time, you are going to save $10 on parking, which makes a difference, especially if you're going to be one of the big tailgaters. Speaking of tailgating, we've been kind of showcasing our little tailgate setup all morning long. I know it's not the best, but you know, got to make do with what we can. We will, of course, give you all the details about what you need to know if you're planning to get out here to tailgate ahead of opening day coming up in our next half hour. For now, Cody, I'll send things back to you.
All right, Jamie, thank you.
All right, let's go right now to KMBC 9's Jamie Weiss, who is reporting on the traffic from the parking lot of the K. Not a lot of traffic where you are, not just yet, but just give it a couple of hours, right?
Yeah, exactly. The gates open for parking here at 10 o'clock, but we do have a couple things going on across the metro we want to tell you about. As we take a look at our traffic map, keep in mind we may be a couple minutes delayed as far as getting data, but we just learned about a 2-vehicle crash on I-70 eastbound. This is going to be on the Kansas side. This is near the 18th Street Expressway. Scout isn't reporting any lanes impacted right now, but we do know in the Northland, I-635, that southbound exit to I-35, that left exit is closed. All lanes should be open. Again, we know our graphics might take a minute to update, but just want to let you know that those are going on right now. That's it for the traffic out here outside of the K. For now, let's set things back to Cody inside. Good morning, Cody.
Hey, good morning, Jamie. Okay, let's continue our team coverage with KMBC 9's Jamie Weiss. She is the first tailgater. I'm just going to give you the official title, Jamie, of the 2022 MLB season. You did it.
I did it. I'm here, the only tailgater. But that's because, Cody, the parking lot doesn't open for another 2.5 hours. 10 a.m., that is the golden hour as the sun disappears behind the clouds. So now I can at least see you a little bit better. But 10 a.m., that is when the parking lot opens for all fans coming out to opening day today. Say you want to load up, do your tailgate here with all your items, all your meats, which I didn't want to have out here since 5 a.m. But it's pretty easy. Like you just heard from Martin's interview, you want to get out here early and you want to prepay. Looks like here at the stadiums, and it's very similar to if you were coming out to tailgate for a Chiefs game. Really just first come, first serve. You get out here, wherever you set up, that's going to be where you're tailgating. And again, stadium itself opens around 1 o'clock this afternoon. First pitch is at 3:10. And keep in mind when you're coming out here today, as you heard, you can bring food inside. Just keep in mind it needs to be individually packaged, like say your Your peanuts for your ball game, those need to be inside of like a small Ziploc bag or so. And then any water bottles, Gatorades, juices, that kind of thing, as long as they are unopened, those can come inside too. We are live out here outside of Kauffman Stadium watching crews here get the parking lot set up for opening day. We're going to send things back to you now.
Okay, Jamie, thank you.
Hey, good morning, everyone. From outside of Kauffman Stadium, it is opening day, but that's not going to stop us from telling you how your morning traffic is looking. Let's go ahead and take a look at our maps this morning. As of right now, we've just refreshed Scout, so it might take a minute for our maps to update here, but we're not reporting any issues at this point. Likely seeing your classic rush hour slowdowns, but not really too much of a problem this morning. We'll go ahead and send things back to you. Live outside of Kauffman, I'm Jamie Weiss, KMBC 9 News.